This is attorney 𝗭𝗂𝗧𝗂𝗧, and as promised in my last video, today I'm going to talk about some of the factors that perhaps contribute to invalidating a postnuptial agreement and why, as attorneys, we always prefer that our clients sign a prenuptial agreement instead of postnuptial agreement. So the first factor is really the matter of leverage. So when you're about to get married, everybody has the same interest, right? Everybody is looking forward to the same thing, which is to get married. Once you're married, you lose that leverage. And unfortunately, it is true that a lot of people look at a marriage as a security blanket, as financial support. So a lot of times what happens is once you propose to the other person, hey, let's do a postnuptial agreement and leave everything divided in case this doesn't work out, one of the partners or one of the people in that couple, they no longer want to sign the agreement. So that's one of the issues that we see a lot. Then also postnuptial agreements, they face higher scrutiny. They're easier to invalidate. And why is that? It's just because of situations. For example, it requires full financial disclosure. That is not negotiable. Both parties need to complete full financial disclosure and list all their assets, all their liabilities, provide documentation. That is not an option. So with a prenuptial agreement, we can limit that financial disclosure. With a postnuptial agreement, that is not something that we recommend doing at all. It must be complete and full in order to avoid this higher scrutiny. Let's put it that way. Another thing, once you get married, because of the laws in the state of Florida, a lot of the assets, for example, savings, investments, income, salary, what else? Businesses, appreciations on property, such as real estate property, they may already be considered marital under Florida law. So a postnup might try to undo something that's already an item that belongs to both parties. So that can get a little bit complicated and it's harder to do. Sometimes it's not possible to do. So also timing. What happens? A lot of times people start facing difficulties. They're going to marital counseling. They're discussing a possible separation or a divorce. And a lot of times a postnuptial agreement can look like coercion, pressure, and force, really. So you're pushing the other person to do something they do not want to do. And that can definitely invalidate this agreement. So, even though postnuptial agreements are an option, we prefer prenuptial agreements. They are easier. Generally speaking, both parties are in agreement. They're looking forward to getting married. They want to make sure everything is going to be separated in accordance to what they desire, what they wish. It faces less scrutiny and it's much harder to invalidate than a postnuptial agreement. So talk to your attorney early on before you go on your honeymoon, preferably before you get married. The point of these videos is really to disseminate information, because the more information, the more knowledge you have, you can make informed decisions, and that's going to lead to better decisions overall in your life, the life of your family, the life of your partner, the life as a couple. And, this avoids litigation. It avoids having to hire an attorney later on. And it might not be good for us because, that's how we make a living. But the whole point of these videos is really, all jokes aside, is really to disseminate information so that you can be aware and make an informed decision. And that's always better for everybody involved. I hope these videos are helpful. If you want to talk to me or contact my office, all my information is above on the bio. As always, thank you so much. Until the next video.